Before Empire Virtual Support came on board with my business, I was actually setting up my own solo private practice and knew that I needed some admin support. But because I was a small solo practice and just growing at that point, all the admin options I looked at were really heavy handed for like big practices. So it was difficult to find something that was the right fit and tailored to my business. And then I found Empire Virtual Support. So for me, it was that I wanted to focus on the clinical work. And I knew that that was going to be my priority with setting up my own practice. And I wanted to have somebody I could trust to take hold of a lot of the administrative tasks that I could delegate and know that that was going to help me set up a practice that was actually going to work healthily whilst I could focus on all the clinical stuff. Empire Virtual Support do a lot of things within my private practice. At the moment, they manage new referrals when they come in or new inquiries. They're in my inbox, kind of responding to questions that come in around appointment changes. They chase Medicare for me, call Medicare for me, and contact GPs to chase up referrals that need to be amended, or sort of speak to clients about obtaining Medicare referrals from them. I also have Empire Virtual Support to process all my payments and send out receipts and do all the Medicare claims for me. So it really frees me up to focus on just the clinical work and the clinical report writing that I need to do. More recently, Empire Virtual Support have been helping me launch a new part of my business. And that has involved building a full website, helping with social media strategy, and really working with me to make sure that I can grow and develop that exciting new business in the best way possible. I have Empire Virtual Support in my business. I can honestly say it just feels really well supported. I feel like I can easily manage running a solo practice as a parent. So it's part-time for me, and I have somebody sitting within my business just off to the side who's liaising with me back and forth about anything that I need to be across, and really providing me with a sense of solid kind of administrative support. I feel like I can easily approach them and ask my administrator for anything that I need, and she'll jump on it straight away. And there's a real sense of trust for me that this is a company that I can trust my business with. Particularly, I think being a psychology practice, maybe even more particularly being a solo practice, I have certain things that I do and the way I like things done. And I feel like Empire Virtual Support have listened every step of the way, really understood how I want to run my business, and then just come in at exactly the right level to provide that support. The other amazing thing about it is that I've been able to kind of increase and decrease that support as I've needed. So because there's so much flexibility in terms of what I can ask them for, when something comes along, like developing a new arm of my business or making any sort of changes to how I am running my private practice, I can simply approach Empire Virtual Support, explain, hey, there's this big thing happening, I'm changing all of this, or I'm introducing this, and we just kind of increase the hours of support that might be needed to implement that, and then go back to the normal level of sort of day-to-day practice management support. So that's been really amazing. I often recommend Empire Virtual Support to my friends and colleagues because I think anyone who's running a solo practice could benefit from some additional admin support. You don't have to do all the things. And for me, not doing all of the small admin tasks that I feel that if you could do, but would take up an awful lot of my time, either time that could be spent seeing clients or time that I could be at home with my family. Empire Virtual Support steps in, and what I've loved about it is I am able to tailor exactly which parts of my private practice management I want to delegate and ask them to do, and which parts I keep with myself. And I think the fact that you can have flexible, adjustable admin support that can directly meet your exact needs whilst also providing a really high quality level of service that you can trust, it's really hard to find. So that's why I recommend Empire Virtual Support. Of trust and solidarity in knowing that I have really good admin support virtually every day of the week, even when I'm not working, across different time zones. I'm in a different time zone from a lot of my clients. We manage all that really well. It's so great to know that there is somebody I can ask to do all the little admin tasks that would otherwise take up my time, and I can focus on growing my business, developing new arms of my business and exciting projects, and the clinical work, which is at the heart of it all. I love Empire Virtual Support because they have had the capacity to work with my business professionally and sensitively when it comes to running a small client-based private practice. I also feel like I love how they have been able to grow with me as my business grows. And I honestly feel like whatever directions I take this business, there's lots of exciting things on the horizon. Every time I go to Empire Virtual Support, they have somebody with skills and expertise who can help me level up and take things to a different level. And that's just really exciting and incredible flexible support for any small business owner.